Hello and welcome back to the next episode of our Fallout 3 Let's Play series. You join me still just outside Tenpenny Tower, where we do need to go and try and talk with the fine people here. So I think we need to go up here and talk on the little intercom, Bob.
I thought I told you to get the hell out of here. Tenpenny doesn't want your goddamn caps, and I don't want the goddamn headache. For the last time, get your rotten, ugly, goddamn ghoul ass off Mr. Tenpenny's private property.
Wow, do you kiss your mother with that mouth?
What? Oh, sorry about that. I thought you were one of those damn ghouls looking for a handout. You are currently trespassing on Alistair Tenpenny's private property. You have some reason to be here?
Well, I can help you take care of that little ghoul problem.
Is that so? And why should I believe that? You ever kill a ghoul before?
I've killed so many ghouls I've stopped counting.
Is that so? Then I'm sure you can handle yourself out there in the wasteland just fine. Are you done wasting my time?
Well, maybe you would accept this 100 caps as insurance of my good behavior.
Perhaps you'll fit in around here better than I thought. All right, I'll take your money. But don't press your luck. I got my eye on you. Don't bother Tenpenny or the other residents. If you so much as sneeze in the wrong direction, I'll gut you.
Wow, well, that was a lovely how do you do, wasn't it?
Welcome to Tenpenny Tower. Don't do anything stupid.
Okay, well, let's talk to Chief Gustavo, I think. Gustavo?
You got something to say?
Oh, well, how's that ghoul situation coming along?
That damn Roy Phillips won't take no for an answer. Keeps showing up, looking for a handout. He and his kind aren't wanted. End of story. If I were a betting man, I'd place a stack of caps on him trying something violent soon. And that would make Tenpenny nervous. I don't like it when Tenpenny gets nervous. But I can't spare the manpower to go hunt down Roy Phillips and his band of misfits, or I'd gladly end this thing once and for all.
Well, I can help with your ghoul problem. You want to tell me where they're hiding out?
Really? You? You're welcome to give it a try. But don't come crying to me when you get hurt. They've holed up in the nearby metro tunnels. They're living with packs of feral ghouls. Be careful. Roy seems damn close to turning zombie himself. I suppose you won't be doing this out of the kindness of your heart, How's 500 bottle caps sound? Payable upon termination of that damn ghoul, Roy Phillips, and all his followers.
Well, you want this problem resolved or not? You could probably spare a little bit more than that.
Well, maybe you're right. It was something I was going to have to do eventually anyway. How about another 200 caps? And here, you can take this rifle and ammo. But you better not screw this up. Roy Phillips and his gang is somewhere in Warrington Station metro tunnels. They've barred the main entrance. Try going through the train yard.
All right. Give us some rounds. What's it like living at Tenpenny Tower?
Tenpenny is always on time with the money. And we get fairly comfortable digs with side benefits.
Well, tell me about Alistair Tenpenny.
He owns this building. We get our caps from him. And don't you forget it.
Okay. Oh, well, I see you have an armament supply. You want to do some trading?
I guess we could do a little trading. Here's what I got.
All right, I'm going to unload and buy a little bit of ammo from him, so I will be back here in a minute.
Another satisfied customer.
All right. did a little bit of trading. He doesn't have very much.
It's dark in those tunnels. Shoot first and ask questions later.
Very good. Wow. Why does it feel so dark in here? I could have swore I slept till morning. Anyways, let's bobble on inside and meet the fine people of Tenpenny Tower. The very ritzy Tenpenny Tower. Let's start with you. Who are you?
Hi. I am Comrade Cheng, beloved leader of the people, shining servant of the community. How can I help you?
Well, it's nice to meet somebody with a sense of civic duty.
Thanks, comrade. I'm sure you'll agree that people are only as strong as their leader. That's why I do my best to serve the community to the fullest. Speaking of service to the community, I don't suppose you are familiar with ghouls, are you? More importantly, how to kill them? I formed a committee to investigate the problem.
Well, it will take more than a community to deal with the problem, and I think I can help.
That's wonderful, comrade. Truly wonderful. Before you go ghoul hunting, talk to Gustavo. He might be able to help you.
What do you think of this whole situation with the ghouls?
I'm sure it will end in bloodshed. It's serious business, comrade.
Well, that's interesting.
That's not the word I'd use for it, comrade.
Okay, very much, I suppose. Let's see, we have some shops here. We have the Cafe Beaumont, so let's go and talk with her.
Hi.
Hello,
You're
Margaret.
new around here. I'm Margaret Primrose. I run the Cafe Beaumont. Stop by sometime.
Those ghouls have you stressed out, too?
Chief Gustavo assures us that he's increased the number of the security team and will kill any zombies on sight.
Well, I might be able to do something about that.
Really? Well, that'd be wonderful. Talk to Chief Gustavo about it.
What's it like living at Tenpenny Tower?
It's a great place to live. I've always dreamed of giving people fresh meals and a place to relax and enjoy a good conversation or two. Tenpenny gave me a place to do that. I'm greatly indebted to him for that.
Well, running a cafe can't be easy.
Indeed. Everyone who lives here has worked hard to get here. That's why we can't just let those ghouls in. They demand the right to live here, but what have they done to prove themselves worthy?
Well, I think they've proven something just staying alive in that condition.
I guess I never thought of it that way. It's probably really hard just living day to day like that. Now I feel a little ashamed.
Tell me about Alistair Tenpenny.
Every day it's the same thing. The man has no imagination with his meals. But it's his building, so every day I make that damned iguana bit sandwich, no salt, with a peeled pear on the side. Send it up to the penthouse.
Do you know what's in those iguana bits? Can I get something to eat then?
What are you in the mood for?
And she just sells basic food supplies, nothing really spectacular. Well, she has wild punga fruit. That's interesting. Very interesting. Let me go ahead and just sell away all this food that I have on us that we don't need. And our dirty water. I don't know why I'm so focused on selling the dirty water all the time. And some wine. And 55 caps. I will take that.
Enjoy your meal.
All right, thank you very much. I have to go now.
Bon appetit.
Same to you, Margaret. I do kind of like Margaret. At least she has a little bit of a conscience, I think. But still... let's see. This is the Boutique La Chic.
Hi.
Lydia,
Welcome to Boutique La Chic. I'm Lydia Montenegro, proprietor. Here you'll find only the best, with a price tag you can boast about to your friends.
What's a nice place you have here, ma'am?
Your taste in shopping venue is impeccable. How may I assist you?
Are you afraid of the ghouls trying to get into Tenpenny?
If they got in here, they'd get their filth over everything. You can smell them a mile away. I hope they come back and get killed by security.
Wow, you are not a very nice lady, are you? But I think I can handle those ghouls.
Really? Perhaps you can. We'd all be terribly grateful. Chief Gustavo will want to know you're willing to help.
What's it like living at Tenpenny?
Tenpenny is a classy place. Just look at me. Look at my shop. Can't find top shelf class like that anywhere else.
Well, it's a good thing the tower was still structurally sound after the war.
Indeed. Though Tenpenny has put a lot of work into restoring it, and he's hired security to keep us safe. But they seem to be having some trouble with a pack of ghouls living in the tunnels nearby. Don't suppose you've encountered many ghouls on your travels?
I could kill a ghoul or two if I had to.
I bet you could. Talk to Gustavo. He could use someone like you. You could kill those ghouls in the tunnels. Get rid of them once and for all.
I could, if I wanted to. And I need to do a little business with her, so I will be back here in a minute.
My boutique has many unique items for the discerning customer.
Alrighty, there we go.
It's been a pleasure doing business.
Alright, there we go.
Pleasant day to you, dear.
Found exactly what I needed on her inventory, but we will look into that here in a little bit. Let's see if there's anyone else here we can talk with. We talk to you. You're just a resident. Let's head over to the side over here. And it looks like we have the Federalist Lounge.
I'm Michael Hawthorne. Who are you? And more importantly, should I care?
I'm nobody in particular, but I'm sure you'll soon come to like me.
Oh, fine. We'll have to share a drink sometime. I'm always in the Federalist Lounge. There's certainly plenty to drink about. Take those ghouls, for example. Don't suppose you know anything about dealing with their kind, do you?
Well, you could say I'm an expert when it comes to dealing with ghouls.
Really? Fantastic. You can give that Gustavo a lesson or two.
I don't know, suppose you know much about those ghouls?
We haven't discussed this already? Apparently, there's a pack of zombies living in the tunnels. Gustavo says he has it under control. On the bright side, it's given me another reason to hit the drink.
Well, I might be able to deal with that problem.
Yeah? Talk to Gustavo. He may wish to employ your assistance.
What's it like at Tenpenny Tower?
Well, it's a great place to live. If you don't mind ghouls breathing down your neck.
I have to go now.
Oh, you're leaving now? Okay. Bye-bye.
Weren't you a pleasant person? Let's see here.
My name is Tiffany Cheng. My miserable excuse for a husband is Comrade Irving Cheng. And you can tell him I said so.
You put up with a lot from your husband, huh?
Do you know he tried forming a committee to discuss the ghoul situation? A committee! He made himself chairman, of course. What we need is somebody to do something, not just talk about it. Don't suppose you know anything about ghouls, do you?
I've dealt with enough ghouls to know I don't ever want to see one again.
Yeah, they make me nervous. They certainly are disturbing looking.
Do you know anything about these ghouls?
They're living in the nearby tunnels. They scare me. Why doesn't somebody do something?
Oh, don't worry, I'll take care of the problem.
Really? Chief Gustavo is going to want to hear about that. You should talk to him right away.
Oh, I have to go now.
Take care.
Alright, I kind of like her, but she is a little bit on the snobby side, too. You are...
Don't even think...
Shakes.
Welcome to the Federalist Lounge. I'm Shakes. Wet your whistle?
No.
I see, sir. Very well. May I pour you a drink?
No, I have to go now.
Cheers.
You could break
All
it
right.
into that.
So, got lots of stuff in here. Let's head over to the new urban apparel.
Hello. Welcome to New Urban Apparel. I carry the finest in pre-war clothes. Hurry up, let's get you out of those old rags and into something fabulous.
You really think you can improve my look?
With my fashion sense and your bottle caps, there's no limit to what we can do for your image. I can't wait to get started.
Are you worried about those schools?
They were told they can't live here, but those zombies are too stupid to understand. They live in their own filth, squatting in the nearby metro tunnel. Security keeps shooting them, but they keep coming back.
I might be able to solve this problem.
You're certainly welcome to try, aren't you? Talk to Chief Gustavo.
What's it like at Tenpenny Tower?
Only those deserving to live here can afford it. And let me tell you, those who do live in style.
I've noticed the quality of living is rather high here, isn't it?
And you can thank me for that. I'm the resident guide to all things fabulous. And I'll tell you what isn't ever in style: disgusting ghouls getting their rotting paws all over everything.
What have you got against schools anyways?
That's a silly question. What I have against ghouls is that they are ghouls.
Tell me about Alistair Tenpenny.
A very well-dressed gentleman when he bothers to get dressed. He hardly ever leaves his penthouse suite.
Well, let me see what you have in your inventory.
I only carry the finest garments.
And yeah, he just carries dirty clothing. And some pre-war. Anything worth... We already have sexy sleepwear, so yeah, not really anything we're interested in.
There's no helping some people, is there?
Apparently not. I'm already dressed in our business suit anyways, just to help with our purchasing needs. And I think we can go back this way and find a bathroom, apparently. And I don't think there's really anything in here. Yeah, no. I always expect somebody to be in the bathrooms. I don't know why. Yeah, I know. I'm losing karma for it. Nope. And that one's empty. Where am I looking for? Could have sworn.
Time to get some beauty rest.
Yep, go ahead. Let you do that. And that's the bar. Alright. Fair enough. Let's check
Well,
out.
What's the status on Roy Phillips
Oh,
and his gang?
chill out, sir. Oh, you. You are who
I'm
I was
off
looking
duty.
for.
Come back when... what the hell? Let's just get it over with. I'm Dr. Banfield. What do you need?
You know much about those ghouls?
My current theory is that the destructive disease of the ghoul condition will always eventually render him little more than a mindless killer. The proverbial wasteland zombie with a predilection for raw human flesh. They can't be cured. And there's nothing to alleviate the symptoms. All in all, it seems rather sad, really.
It does actually seem sad. I don't suppose you've consulted any ghouls on your little theory.
Well, not exactly. But my colleagues have published papers. I suppose someone ought to verify their findings. Perhaps I'll do that. Who knows? I might even finally get published.
Interesting. And this is the Wellness Center back in here. he's kind of gone off, so don't know why we couldn't just have a little look around. Never hurt anybody, right? Maybe we should even put our stealth suit back on. Well, nothing in that desk. And that requires a key. Empty syringe, huh? Alright, well, I guess not as profitable as I thought it was going to be. Very unfortunate that. Alright, let's head upstairs and check out the second story here. Oh. Who are you?
What have we here? A lost little girl? Do you have permission to be in here? If not, you should leave before it gets ugly.
You're a little creepy. I'm not lost. I'm not a little girl, and I'm not that bad. But we could be friends.
You've got a lot of nerve talking to me like that. But I can respect a woman who doesn't put up with crap. Think you're tough enough to take on a couple of ghouls?
I'm no stranger to violence, if that's what you're getting at.
Now you're talking. I've met a couple tough broads like you before. You might be just what we need around here. Chief Gustavo and his pack of goons aren't doing their job. Those ghouls keep coming back. Somebody's bound to get hurt sooner or later.
Those ghouls sure have people worked up, don't they?
Are you going to do something about the problem or not?
We'll see. I'll take care of those ghouls. Stop worrying about it.
We might get to be friends after all. You're not so bad.
I have to go now.
Yeah, goodbye.
Yeah, you are quite the interesting character. Ooh.
Why don't you look where you're going?
Yeah, why don't you not push? Who are you? Anthony Ling.
You better not cause any more trouble. I take it this is a social call and not business?
Oh, I've already talked to him.
Ta-ta.
Why? Oh, I was thinking he was somebody else. Alright, never mind. Let's see, who's over here? That's the good doctor, I suppose. No use losing a bunch of karma by going through and stealing things down here that are probably not worth stealing. Yeah,
Hey
you're just a
there.
resident. Security guard. Okay, you are not who I'm looking for. You seem like the cheaper homes, I guess. Maybe the generic residents or the guards live here. And we can definitely take the stairs up. I guess we can start over this way. Who are you?
We are safe from the wasteland in here.
I suppose. Ooh, a love letter. Let's just see about this love letter, shall we? Is there something? Oh no, it was an empty scotch bottle. Oh. And we will take that as well. So let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and read that. And then if we go over to our notes. My dearest Susan, I can't believe I'm writing this, but I can't help it. I can't hold it in any longer. I can't stop thinking about you, even when I'm with Millicent. All I see is your face. Can a man be in love with two women at the same time? How can something go wrong? How can something so wrong feel so right? There must be some way to make this work, to make this right. I can't wait to see you, but I don't want it to be like before. It's different now because I finally told you. I love you. This is real. This is so real. I can't take it anymore. I need you right now. Yours truly and forever, EW. Ooh. Who is EW? I wonder. I don't think we have met him yet. And this is the ritzier penthouses. My goodness, they have a lot of pillows on the floor. Not really much in here, is there? Yeah, they don't have very much. But we have not met this EW yet. Oh. Guess we can head over this way.
Evening.
Ah, hello.
Looks like we have a drinker in this one. A big drinker. There's beer everywhere. Is there anyone home, though? Good gravy. Scotch everywhere. He seems to have like a little sitting room back here full of all kinds of alcohol, though. Right off his bathroom. That must be the Hawk Suite. And, let's see, can we... Oh, we can, good. Oh, those are stealing. Yep, those are stealing. I thought that was a stealth boy for a minute. Doesn't look like anyone's home here either. Ooh, we have a safe. Can I pick that? I don't know. Let's give it a try. Oh. Scoped magnum and a stealth boy. Sure, we'll take all that. I'll take the karma hit for that one. Although our karma's really good right now. Man, they have a lot of alcohol. It seems like all they have time to do is drink. Although I suppose living in a isolated building. Who are you?
Ah,
Just a
hello.
resident. And whose apartment is this? This is the one I was looking for.
Herbert Dashwood. Damn glad to meet you. Call me Daring. Everyone else does.
Daring? Bet you had to earn that nickname, huh?
Maybe you've heard the GNR radio play? The Adventures of Herbert Daring Dashwood? That's about me, you know. Based on my, earlier days. I even had a ghoul manservant. Let me ask you, you ever met a ghoul before?
Sure, I met some ghouls. They're just people trying to get by.
Ah, you've already learned some wisdom in your youth. Congratulations.
You mentioned something about GNR.
Haven't you ever heard the radio play? The Adventures of Herbert Daring Dashwood? That guy at the radio station put it together a few years ago. He did it in the style of those shows they had before the war. Came out pretty well. And it's all true. Rockopolis, Miss Chase, all of it. Of course, they do portray me as a bit of a chump. Argyle may have saved my hide more than once, but I had my moments. Ah, those were the days.
Tell me about Argyle.
Argyle was my manservant. Ah, but that's really just a fancy word for the guy who saves my sorry skin on a regular occasion. He was a ghoul, you see. Been around since before the war. We met when I stole his girlfriend back in '41. We'd been best friends ever since. We got separated a long time ago and never reunited. If you find Argyle out there somewhere, you be sure and tell me, okay?
Okay. Well, I bet you know a thing or two about those ghouls.
Some ghouls moved into the nearby metro tunnel. There's a bunch of the so-called feral ghouls in there, but a handful seem the sociable type. I've tried explaining to my fellow tenants that not all ghouls are monsters, but they don't seem to care. The intelligent ones should stay away from our trigger-happy protectors. If there are enough feral ones, though, they could overwhelm security.
Well, I can take care of the school situation, no problem.
Aha! An adventurous soul like myself. If I wasn't retired, I might come with you myself.
What's it like living at Tenpenny Tower?
Well, until recently, the only danger you ever faced in this fine establishment was bumping into all the bloated egos floating around. But now there's a group of ghouls nearby. I've tried explaining that they don't all want to eat you, though some do, of course. Problem is, it's hard to tell which is which. Chief Gustavo has initiated a shoot first and ask later policy. If they're smart, they'll stay away.
Good to know. All right, I have to go now.
Go make a name for yourself.
I do sort of find Herbert Daring Dashwood, I don't know. He's different. I do like him, but yeah, a lot of his adventures, and unfortunately I won't be able to show off the radio broadcasts, I don't think.
You're not thinking of breaking into there.
No, I'm not. But there is a way to get into there. With his permission. Those are the cutest little toy rockets. Oh, it's a crib mobile. Very cool. So we could actually go to Rocktopolis and see if we could find Argyle. That's back down to the tower. So I think we've explored everything up here. So let's head down and take the elevator up to the suite and talk with Mr. Tenpenny himself. And I'm kind of considering going to Rocktopolis. The only thing is it's very close.
Mr. Tenpenny isn't taking callers.
Well, I'm here to see Tenpenny, but if you weren't so incompetent, you'd know that.
Hold on there a minute. Oh, all right, I'll let you in, but if Tenpenny hollers because he isn't expecting you, you're dead.
Okay. And as I was saying, we could go to Rocktopolis. The only thing is it's very close to a main quest location. And I don't know if I could get there without triggering that location and kind of screwing up the main quest, which I
Can I help you?
don't want to do. Are you,
Hello.
yeah, you're the comrade. She sleeps in here. Does he have his own little room? Ooh, they have a fancy bathroom. He does. He has his very own room and a lot of pencils. Kind of wouldn't mind reading your terminal, sir. Not gonna lie. Years ago, Chairman Chang led his armies to defeat the decadent rulers of this land. Now his humble descendant, Comrade Chang, shall lead its noble people to rebuild a brighter land in its place. By uniting to work together, we can eradicate the twin dangers of lawlessness and disease. With unified soldiers, we can cleanse the land of beasts and highwaymen. With organized farmers, we can overcome starvation and poverty. When competing villages are destroyed, all must unite under the glorious leadership of Comrade Chang and the Tenpenny Tower. That is his building proposition. Man is a little bit full of himself, isn't he? I shall leave you to your works, sir. So I guess we can go talk to Tenpenny. Now, if we had decided to blow up Megaton, this would have been our tower, but we actually have no access to it at all. And who was that one? Oh. Ooh. I'll take those. I'm going to liberate you of them. Yeah, I know. Another fancy dancy bathroom. And whose bedroom? It's not going to tell me. Can we? Can't sleep in the bed either. Ah, that's a pity. Alright, let's go talk with Alistair Tenpenny. I think we've put this off long enough.
Can I help you?
No. He does have a lovely little flower garden. I wonder how they were able to get those flowers to grow. Daffodils and looks like snapdragons. Here we go. Ah, it is nighttime outside. Well, hello, Mr. Tenpenny.
Fancy that! A visitor! I seldom get visitors, which is a tiresome shame, because I'm usually relentlessly bored out of my right mind. All of these confounded people fluster about like I'm made of eggshells and about to fall to pieces at any moment. I'm surprised they even let you in. So, what do you think of my fine tower here? It's quite the jewel of the wasteland, isn't it? I dare say I'm quite proud of it myself.
Indeed, I'm extremely impressed.
Righto! When I saw this place jutting up out of the horizon, I knew what I had to do. I hired some muscle, and we got this place fixed up right quick. I had the great fortune to run into Mr. Burke, an absolute gem of a man. He certainly has a way of getting done what needs to get done, doesn't he? Then it was a matter of getting the right type of tenants with the right type of assets, and the rest is, as they say, history.
I've been wondering, why blow up Megaton?
I complained offhand one day about how I thought that heap of metal on the horizon was a bit of an eyesore. Mr. Burke offered to take care of it. Burke is such an agreeable man, isn't he? I don't know how I got along without him. I practically don't have to think about things anymore. He takes care of everything. I seldom even have to ask. He's a real go-getter, that one. We need more men like him if we're going to rebuild the world.
I suppose you've got to clear away the past to make room for the future.
Well said, indeed. You've got the entrepreneurial spirit. It gives me hope to see young people such as yourself with real heads on their shoulders.
Well, tell me about yourself, Mr. Tenpenny.
Oh, it's impolite for a gentleman to talk about himself, but I'd hope this magnificent tower would speak volumes.
Well, it is quite the tower you have here, Mr. Tenpenny.
Some might say that Tenpenny Tower is my crowning achievement. But no, my dear girl, it is just the beginning.
You're a little strange. I have to go now.
Good day.
Alright, well, it is not a very good view tonight, is it? Let's go ahead and wait till morning. Here we go. It's a little bit foggy. There's the Robco over there. And honestly, with all the wrecked out, ruined buildings right here in his front yard, how could one little building off in the distance be such an eyesore? I mean, you have all those buildings over there. What would they be next? Poor little Megaton. But I think now that we have made it to the top of the tower, we have talked to quite a few people. Between episodes, I need to dart back over to our house. And speaking of darting somewhere, I did go back over to the Outcast bunker. I did retrieve the Jingwei shock sword. It was actually on a dead body, so somebody had picked it up in that fight. But we do now have it, and I did clear out the rest of the building, so we don't need to go back there anymore. And I need to dart back over to Megaton to work on a little project I've got. And in the next episode, I'll decide whether we're going to hop over towards Rocktopolis first, or if we're going to take on the ghouls. But for now, thank you so very much for joining me today. I've been Vault Girl. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I hope I see you in the next one.